So in today's class, we are going to discuss percentage exercise part 2. So there is a disclaimer. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concern or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Now see the question. So the first question is the income of A is 24% more than income of B. By what percent is the income of B is less than income of A? And this question is you asked in SSC CPO exam 2018. Now there are four options. First one is 600 upon 31%. Second one is 150 upon 7%. Third one is 600 upon 29%. And fourth one is 500 upon 31%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that the income of A is 24% more than income of B. So if we let the income of B is 100, so what will be the income of A is, which is 124. Now the question says that, so by B, by what percent the income of B is less than the income of A? Now we can calculate the percentage decrease of B by respected to A. So the correct answer of this question is first one, which is 600 upon 31%. Now see the detailed solution using concept 7.2 in this question. According to question, we can say that A ratio B will become 124 ratio 100. As we let it, B let it 100, so A will become 124. So when we simplifying it, we get the ratio of A and B, which is 31 ratio 25. So required percentage will be, so now we can clearly see that A is 6 more than B in unit form. So in percentage form, 6 upon B is 6 less than A. So in percentage form, how much percent it is less? So it will be 6 upon 31 multiplying by 100. So we can get 600 upon 31%. So B is 600 upon 31% less than A. So 1 is the correct answer. Next one. A number is mistakenly multiplied by 7 by 5 instead of being multiplied by 3 by 2. What is the percentage change in the result due to this mistake? And this question is asked in SSC CHSL exam in 2021. Now there are four options. First one is 6 and 2 by 3%. Second is 7 and 2 by 3%. Third is 3 and 2 by 3%. And 4 is 5 and 2 by 3%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that a number is mistakenly multiplied by 7 by 5 instead of being multiplied by 3 by 2. So the question is, what is the percentage change in the result due to this mistake? So we know that the number is multiplying should be multiplying by 3 by 2, but mistakenly it is multiplying by 7 by 5. So first we let the number and we multiplying it, then we can calculate the percentage change in numbers. So the correct answer of this question is 1, which is 6 and 2 by 3%. Now see the detailed solution using concept 7.2 in this question. Required percentage change will become 3 by 2 is is larger number than 7 by 5. So we can subtract 7 by 5 minus, 3 by 2 minus 7 by 5 upon 3 by 2 multiplying by 100, because we need to calculate the percentage change. So when we subtract 7 by 5 minus 7 by 5 to 3 by 2 and need to change, we get the percentage change. So we get the difference between the multiplying number, and we use 3 by 2 as a base number because we multiplying 3 by 2 is the correct form. So When we simplifying it, we get 20 upon 3%. So when we simplifying it, we got 6 and 2 by 3%. So A is the correct answer. Next one. A is 20% less than B and C is 30% more than D. If D is 25% less than A, then which of the following is true? And this question is asked in SSC CGL exam 2019. Now there are four options. First one is B equals to 0.39C. Second is C equals to 0.78B. Third is B equals to 0.78C. And fourth one is C equals to 0.39B. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that A is 20% less than B and C is 30% more than D. So the relation between A and B and C and D is given. And it is also given that if D is 25% less than A, then which of the following is true? Now there are four options. So the correct answer of this question is C equals to 0.78B. Second option is correct. Now see the detailed solution of this question. So let B equals to 100. So we can say that A ratio, B ratio, C ratio, D will become 80, ratio 100, ratio 78, ratio 60. How we can get? Because we know that it is given that A is 20% less than B. So if we let B equals to 100, so A will become 80. And it is also given that D is 25% less than A. Now A's value is 80, so D's value will become 75% of 80, which is 60. Now it is also given that C is 30% more than D. So if D is 60, so C will become 130% of 60, which is equals to 78. So we got A ratio, B ratio, C ratio, D, which is equals to 80 ratio 100 ratio 78 ratio 60. So we can say that C is equals to 0.78B. So second is the correct answer. Next one. If A's salary is 35% more than B's salary, how much percent B's salary less than that of A's? And this question is asked in SSC CGL exam 2019. Now there are four options. First one is 20%, second one is 35, third is 26%, and fourth one is 17.5%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that A's salary is 35% more than B's salary. So if B's salary is 100, so A's salary will be 135. And the question says it. Now the question asks B how much percent B's salary is less than that of A. So we can calculate with the respect of A's salary. So the correct answer of this question is third, which is 26%. Now see the detailed solution of this question. Using concept 7.2 in this question, A ratio will become 100 ratio 135. If we let B salary is 100, so A salary will become 135. So the required percentage will become, because B salary is 35 less than A's, and in percentage form 35 upon 135, because we calculate B salary B's salary with respect of A. So B salary is 35 less than with respect of A, which is 135. So we can calculate it 35 upon 135 multiplied by 100. So we got approximately 26%. So third is the correct answer. Next one. A spent 65% of his income. His income is increased by 20.1% and his expenditure increased by 25%. His saving is. Now this question is asked in SSC CGL 2018 exam. Now there are four options. First one is increased by 11%, second is increased by 5%, third is decreased by 5%, and fourth one is decreased by 11%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that A spent 65% of his income. It means he saved 35% of his income. So if his income is increased by 20.1% and expenditure is increased by 25%, what will be his saving? So the correct answer of this question is first, increase by 11%. Now see the detailed solution of this question. Using concept 7.2 in this question, income is equals to expenditure ratio saving. We can say that expenditure plus saving, or this is the combination of income, which is expenditure and saving. So ratio of expenditure and saving will become, if we let income is 400, so we can say that expenditure is 260 and saving will become 140. So now the question says that his income is increased by 20.1%. So when we increase 400 by 20.1%, so it will become 480.4. Now the same way, when we increase expenditure by 25%, so we know that according to question, in this question, we get expenditure which is 260. So when we increase 260 by 25%, so we got expenditure which is equals to 325. Now what will be the saving? So saving will become income minus expenditure. So when we subtract 480.4 minus 325, so we get 155.4. So saving percent will become, so saving percentage which is increased by 15.4, because first the saving was 140, now the saving become 155.4. So how much percentage saving increase? So saving percentage is 15.4 upon 140 multiplying by 100, which is equals to 11%. So 11% is the correct answer. So first one is the correct answer. Next one. The monthly salary of A and B together amount to rupees 40,000. A spent 85% of his salary and B spent 95% of his salary. If now their saving are the same, then the salary of A is, and this question is asked in SSC CGL 2014 exam. Now there are four options. One is 10,000 rupees, second is 12,000 rupees, third one is 16,000 rupees, and fourth one is 18,000 rupees. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that the monthly salary of A and B together amount to 40,000, and it is also given that A spent 85% of his salary and B spent 95% of his salary. Now the question is, if they now their savings are same, so then the salary of A is, so correct answer of this question is first, which is 10,000 rupees. Now see the detailed solution of this question. So let the monthly salary of A be X. So what will be the monthly salary of B will become 40,000 minus X. So saving of A is, because A spent 85%, so it means A save only 15%. Same way, B spent 95%, so B will save only 5% of his salary. So it will become A saving of A is 100 minus 85% of X, which is equals to 0.15X. Same way, saving of B will become 100 minus 95% of 40,000 minus X. So we can say that 0.05 multiplying by 40,000 minus X. And according to question, both are equal. So we can compare it. 0.15x equals to 0.05 multiplying by 40,000 minus x. So we got 0.15x plus 0.05x is equals to 40,000 multiplying by 0.05. So when we simplifying it, we get 0.2x equals to 2000. So X will become 10,000 rupees. So first one is the correct answer. Next one. Rakesh got 273 marks in an examination and scored 5% more than the pass percentage. If Lokesh got 312 marks, then by what percent above the pass mark did he pass the examination? And this question is asked in SSC CGL 2013 exam. Now there are four options. First one is 20, second one is 27, third one is 25%, and fourth one is 15%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So, question says that Rakesh got 273 marks in an examination and scored 5% more than the passing percentage. So, and Lokesh got 312 marks. Now the question is, what percent above the passing mark did he pass the examination? So, the correct answer of this question is 1, which is 20%. Now see the detailed solution using concept 7.2 in this question. Let the passing mark is equals to P. So we can say that P multiplying by 1.05 is equals to 273 because it is given that Rakesh got 273 marks, which is more than 5% of the passing mark. So we can calculate 105% of the passing mark, which is equals to 273. Now we can calculate the passing mark, which is equals to 260. Now we know that Lokesh got 312 marks and the passing mark is 260. So how many marks he got? He got more. So 312 minus 260. And we need to calculate the percentage. So 312 minus 260 upon 260 multiplying by 100. So we got 20%. So he got 20% more than the passing mark. So first one is the correct answer. Next one. The radius of a sphere is reduced by 40%. By what percent its volume decrease? And this question is asked in SSC CGL 2019 exam. Now there are four options. A is 60%, second is 64%, third one is 72.5%, and fourth one is 78.4%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that the radius of the sphere is reduced by 40%. By what percent its volume decreases? So the correct answer of this question is 4, which is 78.4%. Now see the solution using concept 7.2 in this question. R1 upon R2 will become 60 upon 100 if we let it as a radius 100. So after reducing it will become 60. So when we simplifying it, we got R1 upon R2, which is equals to 3 by 5. Now we know that the volume formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So the volume ratio in the form of radius power 3 or radius cube. So volume in the ratio of 3 cube ratio 5 cube. So when we simplifying it, we got V1 ratio V2, which is equals to 27 ratio 125. So volume decrease, it is decreased by 98 because the difference between 27 and 125 is 98. So 98 upon 125 multiplying by 100, we get the percentage decrease. So when we simplifying it, we got 78.4% decrease. So fourth is the correct answer. Next one. Ravi scores 72% marks in an examination. If these are 360 marks, then the maximum marks are. And this question is asked in SSC CGL 2019 exam. Now there are four options. One is 450, second is 400, third one is 500, four is 350. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that Ravi scored 72% marks in an examination. If these are 360 marks, then the maximum marks are. So the correct answer of this question is third, which is 500. Now see the detailed solution. So the 72% marks equals to 360 it is given in the question. So what will be the 100%? So 100% of mark will become 360 multiplying by 100 upon 72. So when we simplifying it, we get 100, 500 marks. So the maximum marks is 500. 100% become 500. Next one. 1 liter of water is evaporated from 6 liter of solution containing 5% salt. The percentage of salt in the remaining solution is. And this question is asked in SSC CGL 2014 exam. Now there are 4 options. First one is 4 and 4 by 9. Second is 5 and 5 by 7%. Third is 5%. 4 is 6%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that 1 liter of water is evaporated from 6 liter of the solution containing 5% salt. Now we need to find the percentage of salt in the remaining solution. So the correct answer of this question is 4, which is 6%. Now see the solution using concept 7.3 in this question. The quantity of salt is equals to 5% of 6 liter, which becomes 300 ml. So the quantity of water at initial point was 600 ml, 6,000 ml. So in this 6,000 ml, 300 ml is salt. So we can subtract it. So we got the quantity of water which is 5,700 ml. Now the quantity of water left after evaporation. So we know that 1000 ml water has been evaporated. It is given in the question because it is given that 1 liter of water is evaporated. So the remaining amount of water will become 7500 minus 1000 ml, which is equals to 4700 ml. Now we can calculate the percentage of salt. So 300 ml is salt out of 4700 plus 300. Total mixture is 5000 ml multiplying by 100. So we got 6%. So fourth is the correct answer. Next one. If A is 28% more than B and C is 25% less than the sum of A and B, then by what percent will C be more than A? And this question is asked in SSC CGL 2018 exam. Now there are 4 options. A is 32.2%, second is 28%, third is 43%, and fourth one is 33.6%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So question says that A is 20% more than B. What it means? It means if B is 100, so A will be 128. And it is given that C is 25% less than the sum of A and B. So we can say that if B is 100, A is 120, so sum will become 228 and C is 25% of 228. Now the question is, then by what percent will C be more than A? So when we calculate the value of C, so we can also calculate the value of percentage increase of C more than A. Now the correct answer of this question is 4, which is 33.6%. Now see the detailed solution using concept 7.2 in this question. Suppose B is 100, then A will become 128. So C will become 3 by 4 of A plus B. So we got C, which is equals to 3 by 4 multiplying by 228. So we got C, which is 171. Now we can easily see that value of A is 128, value of B is 100 and value of C is 171. So we can clearly see the difference between A and C, which is 43, because A is 128 and C is 171. So the difference between them is 43. So what will be the percentage? So percentage decreases. So what will be the percentage change? So percentage change is 43 upon with respect to A. So value of A is 128. So 43 upon 128 multiplying by 100. So when we simplifying, we got 1075 upon 32, which is equals to 33.599, which is approximately 33.6%. So fourth is the correct answer. Next one. So if A is 40% less than B and C is 40% of the sum of A and B, then by what percent is B is greater than C? And this question is asked in SSC CGL 2019 exam. Now there are four options. A is 60%, B is 56 and 1 by 4%, third is 40 and 1 by 8%, and 4 is 36%. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that A is 40% less than B and B and C is 40% of the sum of A and B. So the correct answer of this question is second, which is 56 and 1 by 4%. Now see the solution using concept 7.2 in this question. A ratio B ratio C will become 60 ratio 100 ratio 64, because if we let B as 100, so A will be 60%, and it is also given that C is 40% of the sum of A and B. So sum of A and B will become 160. So we can calculate the 40% of 160, which is equals to 64. Now the required percentage will become 36 upon 64 multiplying by 100, because question is then what percent is B greater than C? So it will become 36 upon 64 multiplying by 100, which is equals to 56 and 1 by 4%. Second is the correct answer. Thank you.